What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Power Button Podcast. We're here to kick some ass. I didn't. No. Hey, I'm your co-host, Darren Beasley, and who are you?
I'm your co-host, Josh Meany.
That's right. And today, this evening, this snowy evening, for those who are not in New England, we're going to talk some, well.
Particularly bullshit.
Yeah. What is it? You have something written down?
We got some main topics.
Oh,
yeah, you got something? Is it, how recent?
Upgrade.
That's
Yes.
not recent.
No.
You want to talk about Upgrade?
Mm-hmm.
We already talked about Upgrade.
Mm-hmm. We didn't talk about it in front of the cameras.
All right. I'm like, here we go.
So this movie Upgrade. Now here's the thing. I saw this movie. I absolutely adore this movie. I watched it twice. Okay. Obviously, it was catching things.
You adore this movie.
I do. I fucking love this movie. Yeah, most people haven't heard it.
Yeah.
Most people don't know it exists.
Yeah.
And I also wanted to use this platform for the 20 or 30 people that watch this fucking podcast to know that this movie Upgrade is a movie that they should see.
Yeah, if you're into science fiction type movies, definitely
Yes.
see it. It's a good movie.
Yeah.
I liked
If
it.
you've seen Venom, if you've seen the movie Venom.
I see the comparison now too,
Yeah.
because people, somebody at work told me, "Oh yeah, Upgrade's like a way better Venom," and I'm like, "What does that even mean?" And then when I saw the movie, like, there's no symbiote, but like,
right. But it's got the same type of connection. Yeah.
yeah.
And he looks like Tom
relationship they
Hardy
have.
too.
Yeah,
What's his name? I can't even think of his name. But
Logan Marshall Green is his name.
boom.
Yeah,
Ah, you got
I
that,
made
huh?
sure I knew his fucking name because I always forget his name, and I'm like, I gotta stop forgetting his name. He's a really good actor.
He
Guy's
is a really
good.
good actor.
Yeah.
He is. He's great. Yeah, saw the movie. Thought it was great. Saw it on a
Yeah.
whim. Bought it on Google Play. And fucking, I know I am in the minority because my dad saw it. My brother saw it. And I was like, how could you guys have withheld this information?
Did they
from
like
me?
it?
Oh, yeah, they loved that movie, but they didn't talk to me about it. Like, that blows my mind. I don't know when Lamont saw it. It's probably when it first came out. And then my dad saw it not that long ago. Maybe, I don't know, maybe a year ago he saw it.
Wow.
And he went that long without saying, yo, you have to see this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if he should have said that to me. You know what I mean? As soon as I saw the movie, I'm like, well, Josh has to see this fucking movie. Like, Josh has to see this movie.
Yeah, and I've always been iffy about seeing it because I remember seeing the trailer and I was like, oh, that looks like a movie
Yeah,
I would like.
Yeah.
And then I just I didn't hear anything about it. I completely forgot about it. And then you bringing it up like, yeah, you gotta watch this movie. I'm like, all right. It was on HBO.
Yep.
And I liked it.
Yeah.
I really liked it. It's very well directed too.
Yeah, very, very, very unique style of directing with certain things. And like when he would turn his body, it would play that sound effect of like the machine.
I want to get into the ending, but we
I
can
know.
do that off
We
camera.
won't-
I don't want to
yeah,
spoil
yeah,
it for
yeah.
you guys.
No.
It's a really good movie though. You guys should definitely check that movie out.
The movie really is fire.
Yeah.
So that's what I wanted to talk about
Nice.
first. But nice.
Another week of not much really happening.
Yeah.
A couple things happening. Sam Raimi, you saw that? He's in final negotiations to direct Doctor Strange 2. Which that's cool. You know,
Yeah.
I like Sam Raimi. You know,
Yeah.
we'll see what he does. Doctor Strange 1 was so good, and I really wanted Scott Derrickson to continue and do the second movie.
Yeah.
And them getting another director just worries me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I don't know the specific reasons why Scott Derrickson departed, but I can kind of guess. You know, because they said creative differences. I'm like, all right, they're trying to make him make the movie he didn't want to make, and I'm like, that bothers me.
Yeah,
you know, so
exactly.
I don't. And Sam Raimi has dealt with that before, but I'm sure they presented him right away. They're like, hey, this is what we're doing. Like, are you down? And then he agrees to that.
Yeah.
It's not like Scott Derrickson. He had this other idea in his mind, and then Kevin Feige's like, yeah, you got that. We can do that, but you got to add all this. Like, they're presenting that whole thing right to Sam Raimi.
Right. Exactly.
So it's not like he's agreeing to something he doesn't
Right. He
understand.
hasn't thought about it. Can you talk? Jesus Christ. He hasn't thought about it. I haven't thought about it. Jesus Christ. He hasn't thought about it prior.
Right,
He just walked in there and they're like, this is what we want. Whereas the other guy is like thinking about like what to do with the second one. But they wanted to do the thing of madness, right? The
Multiverse of Madness. That's what
they're
they're
supposed
doing,
to dip into horror.
Horror elements, and that's where I think the problem was happening. Because
Yeah,
Scott
yeah.
Derrickson's like, yeah, we're gonna do this, and then Kevin Feige's kind of like, well, we'll have elements of horror, you know, and like.
Well, so that's
So
the
I
thing.
think he was trying to
mean,
push
it
more.
you don't know who to trust. Do you Do you trust the idea, or do you trust what's his name, Derrickson?
Scott Derrickson. is
Scott.
the director. Yeah.
Derrickson.
Well,
Derrickson.
was the
Fuck it.
director.
Derrickson. Do you trust Derrickson, or do you trust the idea of what Kevin Feige had? That's basically what you, because Derrickson could have had a really shitty idea.
He could have.
And
Yeah,
Kevin Feige could have had the better
Or
idea.
they could have had both good ideas, but Kevin Feige is the ultimate.
But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's hard to say. It's like he walks away from it. It's like, ooh, is that good or bad? We don't
Exactly.
really know.
That's why I'm saying it makes me nervous. Like, I don't know what to think. It's like, yeah,
Right.
Sam Raimi's coming in. He has horror background, obviously.
Yeah.
And, like, I think that's a good choice. But, like, I just don't know. I don't know exactly how it's going to play out. I want to see the trailer, and I want to see the movie and see what happens.
Well, okay. Speaking of trailers, transition. Did you watch the Super Bowl at all?
No, but I saw the commercials,
You
the
did see the-
trailer. I saw what I needed to see because
The
I don't
Marvel
watch
shit.
football or anything. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Disney Plus trailer, you saw that?
Yes.
I thought that shit was dope. That scene for WandaVision where she's like, it's black and white and it looks like she's controlling it, and then Vision's like, Wanda, welcome home. I'm like, this looks like it could be fucking weird. Like in a
Crazy.
way that I like weird. So I want to see what they
And
do
all
with
the
that.
different versions of it? There were like 3 or 4 different
So
versions
she's,
of her?
and it's leading into Multiverse of Madness. I'm telling you, man, she's gonna fuck shit up.
She's gonna fuck shit
go
up.
too ham because she's gonna get too attached. And then you see like they have babies.
Yeah.
Like the pacifiers jumped up in the comics. They have twins,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a house of I forgot what the fuck. Their family is like the house of something. There's like a name for their family, and they're like a super family, little Vision-looking babies and stuff. But yeah, that I got more excited when I saw that little clips of WandaVision because I was really confused. I only saw pictures, and I'm like, this looks kind of fucking stupid.
Yeah, so you know what was crazy? What really dawned on me, because we had talked about it before,
Mhm.
and I was like, I don't know. I'm not really sure how I feel, especially seeing the pictures and stuff.
Mhm.
And then we were watching the trailer. Lamont was sitting there. You know, my brother was sitting there. He's watching it, whatever. And and he was like, "What in the world is that? What is that?" And when I explained it to him, it clicked in my mind. I'm like, "Yo, this could be fire." But I didn't think that when I first saw it. I'm like, "Oh Jesus, here we go, WandaVision sitcom." I'm like, "This is gonna be stupid." I watched the whole thing. I was like, all right, like, you know, and he was like, what is that? And I was like, well, I went to explain it, and I was like, wait a minute.
As you start to put it together, yeah,
like, that could be fire.
she's
Like,
hurt. That woman
yeah.
is fucking hurt.
She's
and that
going
is gonna,
through finding Vision because Vision got clipped, and so
she
she's
can fuck with the multiverse, and Doctor Strange is gonna have to be like, yo, chill, you're messing everything
And
up.
I explained it to Lamont, and I was like, oh fuck, that could be fire. But what I didn't like was that goddamn the opening scene of like, it wasn't WandaVision, it was Captain and
Captain America. Oh yeah,
well,
he throws.
yeah.
it.
What the fuck?
I don't know. I don't know how he can throw it like that. I don't know if they inject him with the super soldier serum, but from my knowledge, he's kind of like Hawkeye in
That's
a
like
suit.
my dad
you know?
throwing the fucking thing.
Well, maybe not your dad, but
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Some
yeah.
fucking black guy. I don't fucking.
yeah. With that, I guess because you saw that scene where somebody in a Captain America suit is kind of running out. So basically, the government is picking who they want to be Captain America, even though Captain America was like, what's his name?
Falcon.
Falcon, yeah, but his actual fucking name, I don't know why I'm blanking on
I
it.
don't know what his name is.
But he picked him, and that's basically what the show's about. Like the government's like, no, this guy's gonna be Captain America, and they have just some fucking guy. I guess he might have the super soldier serum because it wouldn't really make sense. Well, I mean, then again, Falcon doesn't have it, so it wouldn't make sense for him.
Wouldn't make sense anyway.
But that's what the premise of the show is.
Well, here's the thing. I feel like you, the idea that Bucky can't be Captain America makes sense in a way because the government.
Oh no, that makes complete sense.
They
to
don't
me.
want him because he's like the
wanted it
bad
to
guy.
be him, but I get it.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So, okay. So moving on with Falcon being Captain America, him just having the suit, you could just change the way his suit looks. You can give him a shield on his back.
Yeah, they have
Maybe
like,
he
in
can-
the comics. Like you ever seen him after he takes on the mantle of Captain America? He's not in Captain America's suit.
He's in the
like
Falcon
suit, but he has the shield and the logo. And stuff.
Yeah, like shit like that, and then like maybe he can like launch the fucking shield out of his back like a jetpack or something. You know what I mean? So, like,
Mhm.
but to have him take the shield and throw it around.
That I was so confused when I saw him do that. I'm like, does a shield does it have an automatic setting that you set it to fucking
like, what
throw
the
it?
fuck? That was just so stupid to me.
Yeah, I'm not
That was
sure
just
how
so
I'm gonna
stupid
end
to
up
me.
feeling about that show. I'm still not excited about that.
And what's his name? What's the guy who plays his Bucky? The actor's name.
Sebastian Stan is his name.
Apparently, he went on like Twitter or something, and he said that he didn't like what they were going to do.
Yes. Well, what he did was somebody made a post shitting on like how I forgot what the exact post was, but they were shitting on like the storyline. They're like, yeah, this is how it's supposed to happen unless you have like shitty writing, blah blah blah. And Sebastian Stan reposted it,
right?
And I was like, all right, like you get it, like that's kind of cool, like And he did it in a way where, because if he went online and was like, yeah, this is stupid, blah blah blah, the studio's gonna come in and be like what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
So he did it in a way that was kind of like, I like the way he did it. He just reposted it. I'm like, all right, so you're on a contract, it's a job. I get it.
Yep.
But you don't like it either.
Him and who else was the one that said some shit?
About how they did things?
Oh, I'm thinking of John Boyega, but that's Star Wars.
Oh yeah,
that's
Star
not
Wars.
really.
Man, I like that. But dude, John Boyega, and Mark Hamill, they said what they wanted to.
Yeah,
I get that. And then Loki, I know it wasn't much, but just seeing that, and then you see like what the whole logo on his like jail shirt's about.
No.
I forgot the exact name it stands for, but in the comics, it's like the Time Police. They deal with the time, so they caught on to him, and he's in there, and then he's just gonna. I'm excited because I want to see Loki just fuck everything up.
That's the
everything.
The Time Police is from Rick and Morty. Seriously, Rick and Morty has a time police.
Yeah, it's like a version. Yeah, it's the Marvel
That's
Time
so
Police. I forgot
stupid.
Time Variant something. But what I thought immediately when I read that, IGN posted it, and they said like what it meant, and I'm like, well, wouldn't Doctor Strange be the Time Police?
Well, no,
shouldn't that be in his field to deal with if somebody's fucking with the time?
No, as long as they don't fuck with the universe, like his, because he's supposed to protect.
Yeah, but he's got the time stone. He's supposed to be protecting that. If someone's fucking with time, shouldn't Doctor Strange be the one to kind of?
Well, no, because
if police force for it.
Well, if you're, well, he would be the one that the police force would look out for the most. Because he doesn't give a shit.
Suspect that he was doing it.
He doesn't give a fuck. They're supposed to just protect their sanctuaries. They're supposed to just protect their sanctuaries and the stones. They don't give a fuck if Loki's jumping around. Fuck what you're doing. Because you have to understand that
Loki's going to be fucking things up.
Yeah, and you, well, as you know, time is not. Their perception of time is not like time.
It's different.
Universes.
Yeah, totally different.
So you just go to a different universe. Who gives a fuck if Loki goes to a different universe?
I hope with the Loki show, it's like, I hope he wins in the show, basically.
Oh, yeah.
Multiverse,
but what is he doing?
Do whatever
really?
I don't know what his plan is. I want to figure that out. But all I know is he's going through time to different periods in like history, and he's just gonna fuck with shit. So like, I want him to, in that universe, succeed. You know, like you have a multiverse, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
And if you're gonna do a show about Loki, what are you gonna do? Have him get captured or killed again? I don't want to fucking see Loki die again. What's the point? You know what I mean? It's multiverse. Have him fucking win. That would be so dope.
Well, you know what's weird now, and I was saying this at the end of Endgame, or after the fallout of Endgame, right?
Mm-hmm.
The idea that we can just go to these different universes and do whatever we want dilutes whatever it is that happens in those universes and whatever happens in the story.
Tony Stark's alive still
somewhere else. You can just go out and grab him.
Because we're gonna see Tony Stark again,
and that's kind of
that's 100% in my head.
But like, think about that.
That sucks.
Like you think about, oh, Loki's just gonna jump to different universes. It's like,
it depends.
Okay.
For me, it depends what character in like the story, because like obviously you're killing off characters. Some of them I don't want to see again. Like if they did Black Widow, but this was like in another universe movie, I'd be like, what the fuck? Like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? But it takes place before she died.
Yeah.
But Loki, this story is interesting enough to me. Like, okay, what if? It's like a what if episode.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he just goes and fucks shit up. So I think certain characters you can pull it off with.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I see what you're saying. Like I said, Black Widow. If they did something like that with Black Widow, it'd be like, oh, this is dumb.
If they did a different universe where she survives, and something else happens,
it'd be like, what the fuck? That completely dilutes it. But with Loki, it's like, well, you have a fun enough story to go with. Like that's my personal bias, I guess. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that works for me. It depends what character.
Yeah.
But like seeing Tony Stark again, like I know it's gonna happen in like. If I'm still watching Marvel, they might completely go off the deep end for me. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
This Disney shit is like, this is what it's coming down to.
Yeah, that's true. I know. I don't even think about Marvel anymore.
Yeah.
I really don't.
Like when it comes to the movies and stuff, like I said, the only one I'm excited for is Doctor Strange: Multiverse of Madness.
Well,
And then that one I'm just worried about, and that's the only one that's on like I
Black
don't think
Panther
about
2, I think about.
Really, I don't think about that, but
Yeah.
like I'm excited for it, but I completely forget about it.
Yeah.
I just haven't been thinking about those movies that much.
Because that was the only one where I feel like it doesn't really. It's almost kind of like isolated. Like Black Panther was the same going into Endgame. He's the same coming out. Like he didn't really have it. So it's like Black Panther 2 seems pure. It seems just like not tainted from what happened in Dead Space.
That'd be a good movie, I'll tell you.
That would be a great movie.
Wakanda and Dead Space, like combined.
Oh no.
Oh,
What the fuck are you
we're
talking?
on completely different.
That'd be a horrible movie.
That would be fun.
It wouldn't even make any goddamn sense. Black Panther and Isaac Clarke just cleaning house. Cleaning. The Necromorphs wouldn't do this shit to Black Panther. They wouldn't be able to do a fucking thing to him.
Well, it depends how many there are.
They wouldn't be able to scratch his suit. They wouldn't be able to. The things.
The suit, he can just lay there, like, might be bruised up.
Yeah, they wouldn't be able to do shit.
He'd be scared, though, I'll tell you what.
He'd
He'd be fucking terrified. Like, oh. He'd probably have a heart attack. That's how he would die.
Yeah. They can't hurt me, but goddamn, it's like moths. It's like me and moths. Just throw me in a room with moths. It'd just be like throwing Black Panther in the room with Necromorphs. Jesus. No, a Dead Space movie would be fire. But or what? What is it?
What?
You were about to say something.
No, I was just thinking. I was trying to remember what we were even just talking about. I'm like, oh, what the fuck were we just talking about? Like, what was the?
Oh no, so
we're
Black
talking
Panther. Black
Yeah,
Panther.
Marvel
Yeah, like
shit.
that's the one movie. I mean, yeah, this Doctor Strange thing. When's that Doctor Strange thing coming out?
I don't remember.
You know what I mean?
Not
I feel
this
like
year,
it's
I
far
can tell you
away.
that.
I feel like it's far away.
That's
and
another thing with a lot of the Marvel movies. Like, they're just out because the focus is so Disney
on
Plus
Disney
right
Plus.
now,
Yeah. So like, I feel like, yeah, like the Multiverse of Madness, possibly. It's kind of on my radar a little bit. But
And
Black
Spider-Man
Panther 2
3,
is.
I
see,
don't
that's
know how
the one
to
I
feel
don't even
about
think
that
about.
because I don't know what the fuck they're about to do with that movie because I'm almost 100% sure they're just working them out of the MCU.
Yeah.
I've talked about it before. It bothers the shit out of me. I don't like it, but so I don't even know what that movie's gonna be like. But
yeah, other than that, I don't really think about it. I still think about I say like the OG Marvel, the first 10 years, the first decade. That's Marvel. That's what I think about to this day. You know, sometimes I like at work. I was at work today and I was just thinking about Infinity War. I was just thinking about when Thor came down in Wakanda and he had his axe and everyone was like, oh, everyone was going crazy in the theater, you know?
I think of the MCU, the first scene that pops in my head every time when I think of just the grand MCU. I don't know why, but it's Tony Stark in Iron Man 1 in the beginning of the movie where he's showing the bomb test and he just opens his arms and the bombs go off. I just think of that scene for some reason. It just pops in my head when I think of the MCU because it's just like it's almost like the bombs are like signifying like what's about to happen. He just let the bombs go, his arms are out, and it's like I don't know. That's the first scene I think when I think the MCU. I would think like Avengers, like when they first all come together.
I think of Thanos.
Yeah.
When I think of like the first 10 years, I picture Thanos like coming out, like you can avoid it, you can run from it, you know, and like that's what I think of. I don't know why though, because that's late. That's late in the fucking game. But I think about the first 10 years.
The build up was all him.
Yeah,
it was all build up to him.
He was just he was great. He was great. He wasn't
barely had to show him, and we loved him.
Yeah.
The whole idea of him.
They fucked up a little bit with the way he carried out. Like he's like, yeah, all things are balanced. Like shut the fuck. Like everything he's saying doesn't make sense. They should have just did the comic book where he just wants to kill people. As opposed to this, yeah, you're gonna balance the universe. Dog, you have
give him reasoning.
You have
instead
a
of
gauntlet.
just being a plain evil motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly. You have a gauntlet that could like instead of
I like
killing
both.
everybody,
I like both. I like what we got in the MCU, and I like in the comics too.
Well,
just
I
being
like
an evil fuck.
I like most of what we got in the MCU, like his character and what he says and how he.
Because I like that
acts.
he thought he was doing the right thing.
Well, see, that's the thing,
what
like,
I got down with.
I wish there was more. No. There's got to be more to it, you know, because everybody, at that point, anybody's going to think they're doing the right thing. Why else would they be doing it?
Well, some people are just evil motherfuckers.
Yeah, but they're thinking they're doing the right thing, right? I mean,
some villains
I know what you mean.
Set
You
up,
mean
some
like
of them
justify
are just, like
it as
Joffrey in Game of Thrones is just an evil motherfucker, but then you got like Magneto,
right.
thinks he's doing right for like.
I see what you're saying.
I like both too. That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
I like
so, yeah,
both sides of
I just
Thanos
think
comic and
I just think that I like both types of characters who believe they're doing the right thing,
Mhm.
and those that are just sadistic, that you can both work.
Mhm.
And Thanos just believes he's doing the right thing. I just feel like his belief is so fundamentally flawed that
It's so
I can't.
bullshit.
I can't. Yeah, I can't.
It's
Like,
funny.
I can't immerse with it. I can't get with his program. See, it's a lot better when the bad guy is telling you something, and you're like,
you
yeah,
start
I
yourself
see
getting
what the fuck.
Magneto does that.
Like Magneto.
Yeah,
like Magneto.
you start thinking like, I mean,
Like,
is
that
he
is the-
completely wrong?
Right,
Humans
exactly.
are pretty shitty.
You know what
like,
I mean?
in his
Yeah.
world.
And like Zod, when he's talking, he's like, yeah, I was created to do this, and you're fucking it all up. Like, I am
that's his
this
one
guy.
meaning in life.
Yeah, it's like you're like, oh,
That was so
okay.
beautiful.
Like,
That was so beautiful. The way they just
yeah, how
I
they
love
have
that so much about Zod. It was so great.
It was like characters like that. It's like his justification was something you can resonate with.
Mm-hmm.
Thanos, his justification is just a justification. It doesn't make any sense. It's like, dog, you could spawn life. Why delete it? You know, but that's
Didn't
the
anyone
one
sit down and tell
thing-
him that? Like, wait a minute.
Yeah, yeah.
Wait a minute. It's because of resources, right? Well, can't you make more resources? Yeah, but killing people, genocide's a lot more
That
fun.
would see, isn't that- dog,
Imagine
if
he said that.
That's what I'm saying. If Gamora, because it was that scene where Gamora, where he's sitting on the throne, or whatever, he's talking to Gamora, and hands her the fucking thing. She
Mhm.
throws it, whatever. And she's like, "Oh, I don't know what the hell verbatim, what they say, but
Yeah.
they kind of get on the lines, and he's explaining, balance, and he's doing the whole thing. And it's like, if she had said, "Why don't you just, instead of killing people, do the," and he was like, there'd be no fun in that. I'd be like, yo, that's what I'm talking about, dog. Yeah, like,
Laughing.
that's what the fuck I'm talking about. Yeah, like, I could do the opposite, but
Mhm.
why would I? That would be, that would come full circle, and I'd be like, this.
That would be dope.
Yeah,
That
you know
would
what I
be
mean?
dope.
Like,
That
this
would
is
be
the
dope.
shit. That's the only thing I feel like they fucked up with Thanos.
Mhm.
That's the only thing. But enough of Endgame.
Yeah, 2020. Remember,
2020.
we're on the new shit. We dwelled on shit in 2019. What other Super Bowl commercials were there? The fucking Fast 9 commercial
Oh,
where the car attaches to the
bridge thing, and
I
then
started
started over.
cracking.
That shit looked
up.
dope, huh?
I started cracking up. I'm like, this is so bonkers, but I'm not hating on
No,
it. You know,
no.
it's so out of here. It's like, yeah, it doesn't make any fucking sense.
But
That's
it's
cool as shit.
yeah.
Like, when's Fast and the Furious finally gonna take it to space?
Right. Or fight the Avengers, like you said.
The competition is between Fast and the Furious, and I feel like Mission Impossible, because they're always upping things in Mission Impossible. Like,
Yeah.
one day Mission Impossible might have a movie that's in space. Those two, like, which is gonna get there first?
Mission Impossible does do crazy shit, but
Mhm.
it's typically, not all the time, but typically with like new tech and gadgets that like.
No,
cross
that's what I'm
the
saying
line
though.
of-
Like, there's always this
you
new
know.
stunt that Tom Cruise is doing, this new scene. Like, I wouldn't
Yeah,
be
yeah.
surprised if he's like, all right, I'm going to space for this
Yeah,
one.
right,
You know
right,
what I
right.
mean?
Yeah,
Tom
yeah.
Cruise, I applaud him for doing that crazy shit.
I
I've
know, he
seen
does some of that
videos
crazy
and I'm
shit,
like,
yeah.
you could die. You
Yeah.
could die.
Yeah, but fuck it.
And it's crazy. No, like, I'm sure, I can't say no one. I'm sure everyone's like, Tom, you sure about this? Like, the insurance, the way things work, we could get fucked. And he's
Yeah.
like, you know what? If I die, I die. I lived a long life. You know what I
Yep.
mean?
Yeah,
Not a
yeah.
long life, but he's had a good fucking career, Tom
Yeah.
Cruise.
Yeah,
I applaud him for doing his own stunts like that. That's great. And not even just doing his own stunts, but doing extreme stunts. Like
Yep.
the side of the plane. Like,
The helicopter. He flew that helicopter in the last Mission Impossible. He actually got inside the helicopter and flew it through that canyon or whatever.
it's fucking And The Mummy, you know that scene with the plane? And the gravity's all fucked in there.
I didn't see the Mummy with him.
Oh, you
I
didn't?
didn't see that one. No.
Well, there's a scene, and it was in the trailer. Like, they're really high in the plane, and the gravity like lets up, and they're going all over. Well, they really got in a jet that could go high enough to where gravity would start to lose, and he actually did the scene like that.
Oh no!
and
shit.
he said he was talking about it was really hard because he's trying to do his shit, but he's all over the place, and like it was real. And I'm like, Tom Cruise, you're insane. You're insane.
Fuck it.
God
Fuck
damn.
it.
I love it.
Fuck it. No, I mean, I think that the Fast 9, Tech 9. I think that it's now, it's
It's like Expendables.
it's insane.
At
Yeah,
this point,
it's
it's just
insane. But
crazy.
I'd watch it. I'd watch it without a problem. I'd just watch it. Whatever.
Speaking of Expendables, I actually have a topic about Expendables on here. They're doing a spin-off. It's going to be a Christmas movie. about Jason Statham's character because his last name's Christmas,
Mm.
and it's a spin-off of Expendables, but he's the main character. And I'm so done with Expendables, but goddamn, I like him, man.
Yeah.
You know, like I might end up seeing that, and it's gonna be like a
Yep.
Christmas-themed movie.
Yeah. Did they make
So
3
funny.
Expendables?
4.
4.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure 4, and then they have 5 coming out.
Jesus
They're gonna.
Christ.
Oh, they're gonna keep going. They're gonna keep going.
Fuck it. I've seen the first 2.
I've seen the first 3 because the third one had Van Damme in it, right? Wasn't that the third one?
I didn't
And
see the third one.
Wesley Snipes.
Yeah, I didn't see the third one. I saw the first 2, and then it got corny.
Mm-hmm.
And
Real
I'm like,
quick. The
I'm
first,
done.
the first
First
one's a pretty
one was
good
legit.
movie.
It's
Yeah.
a legit movie.
It's a
Yeah.
good movie.
Yeah.
Second one is not as silly as the rest. Like it. That's when it started going like that dive.
Yeah, it's almost like they all started to recognize that it's almost like they break the fourth wall. Like they started to realize that they're all action heroes in the
Bringing
movie.
in the action characters.
Yeah,
like, that
and
was the
then-
main thing of it. Yeah.
But the first one had none of that. It took itself super seriously.
It did.
Like it was
It's
almost
like the Fast and Furious franchise,
Yeah,
pretty much.
Yeah,
You know what I
kinda.
mean? It started understanding the world it was living in and just wanted to start having fun. You know, like
Yeah.
what people want on the internet, stuff like that. Like
yeah.
Justice for Han. You know about that with Fast and the Furious?
No.
There was a character Han that got killed in the internet. And there was all these hashtags like Justice for Han, and he gets killed in one of the movies, but he's in the trailer and he came back. And they did that specifically because the fans online. So like they know what they're doing. They're playing everyone.
Well,
like,
how does he? If he's not dead, he's not dead.
I have no idea. I don't know. I haven't seen the movie. Apparently, I think it's Jason Statham's character in the Fast franchise ends up killing him.
Oh wow.
But he's a good guy.
Oh.
And he's part of like the crew in one of the movies. He's in Tokyo Drift, but he's part of the crew in one of the other movies where he gets killed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's as far as I know. And there was like a hashtag.
Why are they
Justice
saying
for Han.
justice for him?
Just I guess
'Cause
they don't like how he was killed.
And they don't think because Jason Statham's still part
Yeah,
of
and
the.
people are probably pissed. Like, oh, now you got Hobbs and Shaw. Like people really like that character Han, from what I can tell. So like, and what I've read online, like everyone's like, how the fuck is he alive? You know,
Right.
but I think I'm almost certain the only reason they did that is because they saw how big that character was online.
Yeah, but they should.
So they're
do
just
it like
doing
that.
no, they shouldn't, but they're just doing
They're
that.
just
And the
doing it
movies are
just to
making a whole bunch of
please.
money. It's like these internet movies. They're just
Yeah,
playing the
yeah,
internet,
right.
and they're doing for what they're doing. Like, keep doing it. You're
Yeah, keep doing
business wise, you guys are balling out.
Yep.
They're supposed to stop after 10, and 10's supposed to be like a 2-part movie. It's gonna be 2 parts for 10. It's so
They're not
crazy.
gonna
I
stop
ought to
after
go back
10,
and
but-
just watch these movies because I haven't seen anything after the 4th one. I saw
Oh,
parts of 5, and that was it. And then Hobbs and Shaw looked interesting, not
I never
because I've
watched it.
seen like the movies and know those characters, but The Rock and Jason
Jason
Statham. Just seeing that, I was like, I might like this movie. And then Idris Elba's in it. I like him a lot.
Yeah.
So I ought to go back and watch those movies just to catch up, see what the hell's going on, because the trailers are always insane.
Yep.
Always insane.
Yep. Yeah. I mean.
And it's got a fucking fan base. I know a lot of people just love the Fast franchise.
Yep. As they should. If you like good action, I'm sure it's providing great action.
From what I can see in the trailers, it's the craziest shit.
Yeah, and that's huge overseas. Huge international
that
market
goes
for
a
just
long way.
action movies is
Like
huge.
Aquaman, it made so much money because of overseas sales, not because of America sales. So.
Yeah, those action movies like Hobbs and Shaw and the Fast Furious. Yeah, I mean anything that Jason Statham's really a part of, I kind of have.
He's awesome.
Yeah.
He's just great.
If he's in the movie, I'm like, I should watch it.
He's so good.
You know what I thought was bullshit? How much time we have left? You know what I thought was bullshit was that they're nominating Leonardo DiCaprio an Oscar for fucking I don't even
Once
know
upon
why.
a time in Hollywood.
I don't even know why.
You paid attention to it? I'm surprised you bring it. I knew
yeah.
that, but I never brought it. I know you don't give a
It
fuck.
doesn't, yeah, it doesn't, I don't give a fuck, But I was just at work and I saw it on TV, and I'm like, isn't that a bitch? That just proves more into my thought process.
Yes,
Like,
yes,
you nominated him once, he won, and now anything,
Let's nominate him. Yeah.
anything.
In the
he's
countless
in now.
movies he should have been nominated prior to
Yep.
that. It's ridiculous.
But now
one
that
thing
he
they are
won-
doing right, I'll tell you what, it's nominating 1917 for Best Picture.
Yeah,
That was a good movie. I really enjoyed that movie a
Yeah.
lot.
that was a good movie. Did we talk about that movie?
A little bit over text, not on the show.
Wow, we should talk about that.
Yeah,
Then.
1917. Like I was telling you, I've never felt that immersion before. Like I was
Mhm.
sitting in the theater and just the way the camera was, I really felt like I followed them and no time, like there wasn't time jumps. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
right.
The way it was shot was so good. I could see the little camera tricks because I was thinking in my head, I'm like, how are they doing this? But I see, it dips behind something. I'm like, all right, they had to have switched there because you can't just go. Like, I'm trying to figure it out at first. So I'm like, how are they pulling this off? This is great.
Yeah. I also heard that they did different shots, and they have a way of digitally stringing them together.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I heard about that, but I don't know if that's
I'd
true.
like to learn more about that because that's real. That's impressive. That's really impressive.
Yeah. I really like the movie.
Yeah, I like the
We're
story.
going to spoil the movie. Are we going to spoil the movie?
You want to?
I mean, I want to.
I mean, it's been out for a while, so yeah.
Is it even in theaters anymore?
It might still be.
Maybe.
Wait, yeah, it's in theaters.
Yeah.
That's how I went and saw it.
Oh, when did you see it?
I saw it last week, so I'm pretty sure it's still in theaters this week.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know. Maybe we can pass on that and talk about 1917 at a later time.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was definitely a solid movie, and the hype. Like, I don't remember what movie we were seeing, but they played that trailer, and I leaned over to you, and I'm like, "Dog, that trailer was fire!" And you were like, shaking your head, like the trailer was
remember
crazy.
what we said? We said, "Oh yeah, the trailer was fire." Yeah.
Yeah, but the movie would probably
never
suck.
see it. No,
Yeah,
we said we'll probably never go and see it.
And I said the movie would probably suck.
Yeah,
because I heard Midway sucked. There was two big war movies of last year, and it was 1917 and Midway. Midway looked crazy, and I heard Midway was not good. But 1917. It lived up to the hype. It definitely did. I'm like, wow, this is something different.
Yep.
The anxiety I felt, it hit all the right emotions while I was watching it. Like, I was so stressed out at certain scenes. Beautifully shot. The cinematography, it sounds weird, but the color grading of the shots, just the way they did things, like when it'd be dark and in the city, and it would light up in certain things, just like the visuals. So beautiful, so beautifully done.
I don't know why it's funny.
I know it sounds weird me saying that, but there was something about it. I was like, this is beautiful. You know what I mean? This is great. I just all around, I have no problem with that movie.
Yeah.
I like it thoroughly, and I'm not really into war movies like that.
Right.
It took me a lot to go see this. People are really saying this movie is something else. I'm like, I gotta see it, And then when you said, you're like, yeah, I saw it, good, beginning to end. I'm like, all right, I gotta go fucking see it. I gotta go check it out. Yeah, and I loved it.
Yeah, it was a good movie. I really liked it. I mean, I put it up there. I mean, of all the war movies, obviously nothing would be really as good as Saving Private Ryan or Black Hawk Down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Those two are the cream of the crop. You know what I mean? But as far as war movies go, I haven't seen a whole lot. So I'd throw this up there with one of the best ones I've seen.
Yeah.
Whatever that means.
From what I've seen.
It's not as good as Saving Private Ryan, but if you like Saving Private Ryan, you should watch 1917.
Yeah, it technically came out last year, and it would be in my top 5 movies of last year. It would make my top 5.
Or even
we got some
war
good
movies
last year.
Yeah, we did. Yeah,
it was a pretty good year for movies. I hope we get some good movies this year. Jesus.
Yeah, this year's rocky start. Kobe Bryant got clipped, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We haven't talked about that.
We haven't talked about that. You know what's fishy about that?
To talk about? I don't really want to talk about that.
But you know what's fishy about it? The one thing that I could safely talk about is, I don't know if you know this or not, but they grounded all aircraft. From my knowledge, they grounded them.
For some reason, they let them go.
They let him go.
Doesn't make sense.
Now, there's only 2 possibilities, right? Realistically, there's only 2 ways that could have ever happened. Both of which involve the fact that Kobe Bryant is Kobe Bryant. Both of which involve that fact.
I feel like I already know what you're about to say.
So either
the reasons.
Either the pilot was on his fucking P's and Q's. His charisma in Skyrim was maxed out. He literally had charm all the way up. You know what I mean? He called the air traffic controlman and we're like, yo,
no, I got this.
Trust me. And they're like, no, dog, no, I don't give a fuck. And he's like, well, I got Kobe Bryant. But there's not a doubt in my mind his star power was the reason they
able
let
to
him
take
go.
off.
And then on top of that, for Kobe Bryant to do that, why the fuck? I mean, I know he just passed away and everything, but just think about that. It's like, dog,
Yeah,
why
I
did
don't
you
get it.
do
I would
that?
be scared as shit. You know,
I
he
would
was really
dog,
confident.
if I bought a
I wish
helicopter.
I could see how that all played out.
I
So I could
know.
understand because it just doesn't
What
make
the fuck happened?
it doesn't make sense.
And then
to
the
me.
thing was like, dog, if you bought a helicopter for, I don't know, I looked up the helicopter, the model of the helicopter. It was like, I think it was like 1.3 million or whatever the fuck it was. It's his helicopter. He bought it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
was
So
his
he
own.
goes to fly. You have it registered and everything. They know where the fuck you're gonna fly. If they told you, sorry, Mr. Bryant, you can't fly it today. You just can't. There's fog everywhere. No one's flying today. Can't do it. Why would you be like, nah, fuck, I'm going
It doesn't
anyway.
make sense. That's why I wish I could
like,
just
what do
see
you
how it played out because I
mean?
feel
And
like
then-
there's no way he was like, oh, it's dangerous. Well, fuck it.
Fuck it. I'm
You
gonna
know what
take
I
my
mean?
daughter with me. What? Why would he do that? That
He
doesn't make
wouldn't.
sense. He wouldn't
I
do
don't
that.
know Kobe Bryant,
but I
but
just
like
feel
I
like
have
he
a
wouldn't do
daughter.
that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there's no way
There's
in hell.
no fucking way,
No
dog.
way.
If a helicopter's taken and they're like, yo, no one's flying, it's too foggy, and you're like, nah, me and Layla, we're going.
And I saw videos of the fog, and it was bad.
Yeah, of course it was. Yeah,
Like it was bad. I was like, God damn! Like if I saw that, I'd be like, yeah, I want to get in a hell. Even if they were like, yo, it's straight, I'd be like, I don't know, you sure? Like,
Yeah, right,
It looks
yeah.
really bad.
like I just don't understand. And then on top of everything, how is no one getting blamed? Who's the people? Who's the people who said, yeah, go?
I'm almost still waiting. Because I feel like this can't go weird to say unblamed. Like
Yeah,
like,
seriously.
What the fuck happened? Who fucked this up?
Somebody fucked it up.
There's
Somebody
no
fucked
reason-
it up. My phone better not be fucked
Layla's
up.
starting
We're
to
not
wake up,
using
too.
that fucking thing anymore. That's the last time we're putting my phone on that fucking thing. Or we're switching.
Why is it sliding
I'm
off
using
now?
that one and
It
you're
doesn't
using
slide
this
off
one.
Before.
It's getting old. I don't know. My phone's not taking shit like that. It's not. This is the last time we're using that fucking tripod. I'm not fucking around. I think one day that thing's gonna fall and my phone's gonna be cracked.
You gotta buy another one.
That's it. We're done. We're done. That's it. We're not putting it on there again. Is the screen fucked? It took three fucking drops from 4.5 feet. Now I'm angry. Now what? What were we talking about?
All right, guys.
That's it. We're fucking done.
What am I gonna do? Hold the camera for the rest of the episode?
Well, I did that.
We can wrap it up. Yeah, but fuck that. We're 40 minutes in anyway. We're GG.
All right.
That's all we got today on the Power Button podcast episode. I don't know. Yeah, we weren't here. We didn't have an episode last week because Darren's phone died. We lost footage. And then for some reason, when I recorded,
Oh, yeah.
when we went to play it back, it was like the pitch was dropped, which I figured out. By the way, it was set to DVD quality, which for some reason made it sound like that. And it's because I deleted it and re-downloaded it because it wouldn't update because it was on my external hard drive. Long story. I had to delete it and redo it. So for some reason, it set it to DVD. Why DVD would make it sound like that? I don't know. I fixed it this time, so this episode should make it out, even though, I'm holding Darren's fucking camera right now. But
All right.
until next time, guys.
Peace out, motherfuckers.